I'm Smith, and you're watching my iHeartRadio Ask Anything chat. Thank you so much to Romeo and Most Requested Live for having me on. Thank you for listening. I'm here to talk about my new song, Halloween song. It's the second year it's been out, and I'm super excited to hear your questions. So let's get started. Christy coming in hot with a hard question from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. She asks, what is my favorite Halloween movie? And she says hers is Halloween. Man, I wish I could answer that easily like you just did. It's really hard for me because I have so many, so I'm going to have to name a lot. But like Halloween is up there. Halloween 1 and 2 and Us, the movie Us. I think that's one of the most perfect horror movies ever made. So like those they're different. They're different times and vibes. But like I love both of those. But then, the Scream franchise is great. I Know What You Did Last Summer, especially 2. I like Halloween H2O. I like Silence of the Lambs. I like zombie movies like Dawn of the Dead and 28 Days Later, I Am Legend, World War Z, The Walking Dead. I like The Strangers. I think that's really a clever, interesting, aesthetically speaking movie. Gosh, there's just so many signs. I think that's a horror movie. Scared the out of me. But yeah, I just love the suspense aspect of it. Like, don't show the shark, but like, it's there. Nikki from Greenville, South Carolina, you have a future in interviewing people because this is a really interesting question. Okay, the question is, if you could have been in any Halloween movie, what killer would you have liked to have been a victim of on the big screen? And how would they have done it? Oh, I mean, I know none is not an answer, but that's my official answer, none. But if I have to answer, I'm going to go with Ghostface from the Scream franchise because, for one, there's some laughs, there's some funnies. For two, there's a quiz and answer portion of the experience, which is kind of fun. And three, there seems to be a lot of running, so that could give you hope. And how they would have done it, this is a pleasant thing to think about. So I'm going to go with the easiest thing. I'm running away, and I fall out a window. Mary from New York City asks, why a song about Halloween? That's a really nice question. Thank you. I don't think I've ever really thought about it. I love Halloween. I do. It really is my favorite holiday. I love spooky, scary things and ghost stories and all of that. And really, I think I just sort of became like possessed because the song just sort of dropped down. It's because I wanted it that way. And it just, it came from, I don't even know where. So, yeah. I love this question. I love to tell spooky ghost stories, so I love this question. Ellen from New York City asks, what has scared you the most during your life? I've had a couple things, but this one is spooky. It's creepy. It's not necessarily scary, but it is spooky. A couple years ago, Sammy Thompson, who is an artist on Atlantic Hitmaker that I produce, and we write songs for her album. She actually has she has an album out right now called Underwater. But we were working on a treatment video for an upcoming music video so that everybody on the team would understand our vision. And so we planned to do it one day. I set my camera up on a tripod. We turned everything off in the house, all TVs, all fans. Nobody else was there. It was just the two of us, just Sammy and I. And we were laughing a lot and having a lot of fun, and it was great. She leaves. I take the footage maybe like a couple days later, and I'm going to edit it. And I have headphones on when I'm editing it. And we get to this one part where we're laughing, and I'm just listening, and I hear somebody else laughing with us. And this is a woman, and it's not Sammy because I hear Sammy laughing. It's not me because I can hear me laughing. It's somebody else. And there's no way that could have made it in there. There's just no possible way. So somebody else was there laughing with us at the time, and we couldn't see them and we couldn't hear them, but I did hear them later. And I have that video. I should find it and post it because it's weird. I mean, but anybody else would probably just say, "Oh, there's somebody off camera laughing," but there wasn't. There was nobody there but Sammy and I, and I guess a ghost. Julia from St. Louis, Missouri asks a really sweet question. So I'm going to give you a sweet answer because there's many. She asks, "What is your favorite musical memory while growing up?" You know, there's this one time my grandmother, who has since passed, forced me, and she did force me, to sing a duet with her for her church group, like her like sweet old lady church group. And but I was still nervous because there were like, still like hundreds of women there, and we had to harmonize and we had to practice a bunch, and it didn't feel cool at the time, but now looking back, it's one of my favorite musical memories because she was telling me she thought I had a pretty voice. She was trying to give me pride and try to encourage me and give me confidence by putting me up there. And she was trying to show me off, and she was proud of me. So looking back, I'm like, oh, that was such a fun thing I got to do. Jane from Toronto, Ontario. I keep trying to find a better answer to your question, but I haven't found one. So I'll give you the honest answer, but it's not exciting. She asks, "What is your most used app on your phone outside of text messages?" And that would be Amazon and Notes, because I do everything on my notes. I plan everything, I write stuff. I mean, I keep track of birthdays. I do everything in life on my notes. And if I lost my phone and my notes, it would be like losing like a chunk of my brain, I think. This question comes from a fellow Floridian. Joanne from Naples, Florida asks, "What was the first CD and DVD you ever bought?" I don't remember the first DVD at all. I'm trying to think if I can like grasp it, and I just don't think I remember. But I do remember the first CD because I saw the movie Say Anything, and the song In Your Eyes is on it, and I was like, who sang that? I need to know about that. And I found out it was Peter Gabriel, and it was on the So album. And so I went and bought that CD, and I wore it and scratched it out, and it's an amazing record. If you haven't heard it, I definitely recommend checking it out. Thanks for the question. Hank from Hayward, California asks, "If I have any plans for Thanksgiving yet, is that an invitation, Hank, to come to your house?" Right now, I just have plans to spend time with my family and cook a lot and eat a lot and watch a lot of good holiday movies. Before I go, I just want to say thank you again to iHeartRadio and to Romeo and Most Requested Live for having me on again. This was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. And happy Halloween, everybody.